All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Let's see who's coming in. Cool. All right. India, welcome back. Kevin, welcome back. Patrick, I believe, welcome back, Patrick. If anybody's new to Dub, like Patrick, I think you're returning, but if not, if you can put a one in the chat if you're new, two if you're returning, that would be helpful. Your name looked familiar, but I wasn't too sure, Patrick. So if you want to put a one or a two in the chat, one if you're new, two if you're returning. Kevin, by the way, I'm going to come over to you really quick. I watched your video, my friend. If you can hear me okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, nice job. The slow motion trash going into the trash can.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thanks.
The only everything else, the video was good too. The only note I had, if I had any note, just it felt like after I saw the trash can, you
Hmm.
know how you say stop, right? Like
Right.
that's one of the things right?
Hmm.
I almost pictured the box being bigger on the screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that part. I'm just gonna go full screen.
Yeah, okay. Because I feel like I almost want to see you like being aggressive, like leaning towards the camera, like
Right.
stop,
I
like that.
felt that
And
way after I did it too, but
yeah,
I just sent it to you to kind of show you the concept.
no, I like it. No, no, it's good. I like the the slow motion sound. It's funny. You know what I mean? That was good.
Right.
Yeah, great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
You're welcome.
Views, clicks, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, Patrick. Two. Yeah, you're number two. We spoke one of the last week. Okay, Patrick. Let me come over to you real quick. Patrick, remind me. How you doing, Patrick? How are you? You can unmute yourself if you want to, if you can. If not, if you're busy doing
I'm
stuff.
good, Rob. How's it going?
Yeah, what's happening, Patrick?
Not much, not much.
What's your industry again? I'm trying to figure out what you do.
Digital marketing, really, if you want to call it that. It's optimizing the Google business profile for small
Oh, that's
business.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, got it. And yeah, we talked for a while about that stuff. That's right. Where are you at now? Did you get your account set up and everything, or were you kind of out in the process?
Actually, this evening, with one of the representatives, I'm going to be going over our options as far as subscriptions. We're going to figure that out.
Okay.
And once that happens, then yes, I'll be setting up my account for sure.
Sweet. That's awesome. From what we talked, trying to remember video wise, have you played with it yet? Have you recorded anything? Have you kind of messed around with it at all, or not as much?
Not just yet. What I really like to do, given that tonight we're going to be doing that, going to go ahead and get paid up and then start to really get my mind around exactly how we're going to make use of the system
Yep.
and start to record a few things just in practice.
Well, I think that just remind me because I give me a little bit of context again because I think we had a scenario worked out as far as I think a style of video from what I remember. So just tell me that again.
Yep, it is basically reaching out to small businesses,
Hmm.
not necessarily one on one, but
Hmm.
if for nothing more than creating an evergreen that's going to allow them to understand exactly why the Google Business Profile is important, what
Yep.
they should be looking out for, and all of these things,
Hmm.
and also how to get in touch with us, provided that they want some help with that.
The reaching out to these businesses, are you doing this on LinkedIn? How are you doing this?
Well, actually, we're doing this through group leverage. I'm a part of one of the larger chambers of commerce for South Florida. So we're
Okay.
actually into their framework.
Yep.
So a lot of their members are co-members of ours, and we have access to them via that.
Oh, got it. Okay. And then so it would be an email outreach, or would you do reach out to them on LinkedIn? I mean, it can almost be kind of, I guess, similar a little bit.
It could
Um,
be both.
yeah, yeah. Okay. The Google profile, if they do, and this is letting them know that they should have one, right? Why they should.
Yes, they
Okay.
should. I mean, we can help them in the case that they don't, but they absolutely should have one and it should be verified.
Okay. If they have one that is verified, are there services beyond that you would offer them to with
There
what you
are.
do? Okay. So the messaging is a little different in terms of like, hey, you're already verified, whereas you don't even have a profile.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, because there's like, I mean, we talk about the hook all the time. Like, I mean, you could put into Chat GPT, give me 20 reasons why, 20 hooks, why a business that doesn't have a Google profile should have one. And then the same thing for they have one, but then take one of your services and give them the reason why they should have that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got my
Because the
own
hooks,
GPT set up and we're
yeah.
using that for sure.
Okay. So I think just from a style perspective, if you were going to reach out to them on LinkedIn and tell them this, when I go over the LinkedIn style, I'll show you an example with the hook and what you can do. But if you're reaching out by email, um, you you could do one of two things. If they don't have a business profile, you could pull up like Google Business Profile and have like hold up the phone and say, this should be you, you know? Or like have some stat that businesses that have Google profiles, how it increases their business, or some kind of cool visibility stat that you could have in a short hook. That if I got that, I'd be like, oh wow, okay, yeah, well that hooks me in. Wait, what am I not getting? I'm not getting that many views. It's kind of like if someone doesn't have a service, I forget who I was talking to. The hook was you could be missing, up to 146 calls, right? So there's got to be some, not that it has to be negative, but just some stat that would make me want to get that business profile. You know what I mean?
Sure, we have plenty of those.
Yeah, and so so style wise, when I show this stuff today, that could either be a screen recording where the Google profile is pulled up, you're in the bubble and you're pointing right at it, or
Mhm.
that could be for LinkedIn, definitely on their profiles. Um, the cool thing about LinkedIn with the screen recordings is that we have a tech called Dubb Narrator with the desktop app, which is a screen recorder. So if you
Mhm.
wanted to be very efficient and you had all the people pulled up that did not have Google profiles and you pulled them up on LinkedIn, you could record one video that sounds like you're speaking directly to them because the hook's all the same. And then you could take your video, put it in a bubble, and just pull up the different profiles and put it on top. If you wanted to do those visual profiles for LinkedIn, if you
Gotcha.
wanted to do it just from an email perspective, that you don't have to put it on top of anything. You just pull up your list, make that video that everyone can relate to the hook, and you just send it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So those would be my two suggestions, and I'll show you kind of the styles we kind of work our way through.
Copy that. Let's do it.
Yeah, cool. Good to have you in here, Patrick.
Good to be here.
And then Lori, I saw you had your hand up. Go ahead, Lori. Lori, you can go ahead if you want to. I saw your hand was up. You can unmute if you want to.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I always appreciate you, Rob. And the quick question is this. When I am using my teleprompter, it goes away as soon as I hit record.
That's not a very useful teleprompter. No,
Well,
no.
I've been kind of trying to work around it, and I finally said, we're missing something here. What's going on with that?
Man. All right. So a couple questions. One, where is this mysterious popping in and out teleprompter? Is it on your mobile app? Is it on the desktop? Where is
No,
it?
it's on my laptop.
All right. Let me show you. Let me share my screen. Let's see what
Okay, great.
see what
Thank
this
you.
looks like here. Because if mine disappears too, then I know we got a big bug. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're right up here at the top, red camera icon, right? That's where you're going here.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I've got a landing page with some information, all
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And I've got the extension on that page. And when I hit the little Dubb icon in the upper right,
Yep.
everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
Everything comes up, the tab and
Mhm.
everything.
Yep.
I unclick over on the lower right-hand side here, right, exactly where the teleprompter is. I
Yep.
choose my script.
Uh,
It shows up
yep.
and everything's great
Uh-huh.
and I'm ready to go. I hit start recording
Hmm.
and then the teleprompter script goes away.
All right, let's see what happens here. So, do you have it on this tab option right here? Tab?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can see a little bit of space, so we can click it and bring it forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click record just to test it. Choose my what tab was I on? Hold on. What page am I on? All right, I'm on Dub. Okay. Start recording. There I am. Share. I'm gonna wait, try to time it. Three, two, one. Tap it and bring it forward.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm not doing right. Let me go back to that. You hit share after you hit the
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do the whole process again because I think what's happening is just let me know if you're not doing any of these. So we have it open here, right?
right.
Open the teleprompter over to the right.
Correct.
There it is. We're gonna physically take it. I'm gonna put it up towards the top, towards my camera.
Hmm.
You're gonna look
Hmm.
up your script. Let's just grab this one. And
Yep.
then I'm gonna tap the screen here. Like, see this little area right here? I'm just gonna tap
Yeah.
here, okay? Just to bring me back here. So
Okay.
see how this is behind? You have to tap this to bring it forward. So
Oh, okay. That I didn't do.
yeah, so what you have to do is you have to click here first. See how I leave a little bit of space at the top, right? Click
Oh,
start
okay.
recording, choose your tab. Boom, you can see yourself right there. Click share and
Yeah.
try to time it. Three, two, one, here we go. And I'm physically tapping that to bring it forward.
Okay. All right.
You see
I'll
me
retry
tap
that.
tap the teleprompter tab at the top? I was tapping this thing to bring it forward.
I
Because
got it.
like when you're here, it's there, but you got to tap it.
Yeah, I thought it would just appear. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the way it's built, how it's layered over things that you have
Yeah, it's a
to tap.
layer through me. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, you're gonna sit there being like, well, now I got to memorize the whole thing. Or you could use Dub Narrator. You could record a webcam video. I'll get into that later, but that's the simplest solution. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. And then I saw Nathaniel. I saw you put a one in here, I believe. Yeah. Nathaniel Forbes. Hey, Nathaniel. If you want to say hello, you can. You can unmute yourself if you'd like to. If you want to say hi.
Hi Rob, how's it going?
Yeah, how are you?
Things are good. Things are good. This is my first time on the webinar, so thanks for having me.
Oh, very exciting. What's your industry again? Tell me what, give me an update.
Real estate. Real
Oh,
estate. Yeah, I'm in
buyers,
real estate
sellers.
in Hawaii.
Okay. Buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expired, all the above, or who do you kind of focus on?
Uh, Mainly buyers and sellers. I haven't done any FISBOs, but heavily buyers. And now I actually want to get into helping a lot more sellers.
Mm,
So one of the reasons why I wanted to use Dubb is to be able to provide some CMAs, comparative market analysis,
mm.
using sharing the screen ultimately, from Google Earth to showing them the comms and then showing them the value of their home. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where to start. I see a few videos that have been done, and I was like, well, I'd love to recreate that. And it was either Dubb or Bomb Bomb, and I went with Dubb based on all the features that I think that I could use,
Yeah.
but kind of need some sense of direction.
Well, I think the one thing, you mentioned the comparative analysis, right? And that really lends itself to a screen recorder. So you
Right.
being in a bubble on a site that you pull up, walking someone through some things that make sense. The one thing that we always talk about with dub videos in general, and I'll show you this to start, and this is kind of how we'll start today, because I'm going to show
Okay.
everybody different ways to record, but this is a kind of a nice lead in. So let me just show you what this looks like right here. Let me share my screen. And this is for anybody that wants to do any kind of screen recording. This you can relate to this as well. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
So see how here, this is just a market update, but imagine it's comparative analysis, right? See how I'm in the bubble and see how I'm holding my phone that has a message on there, right?
Yep.
So the whole idea with a hook with these dub videos is you want to be able to convey kind of like you're giving a hint to what this thing's going to be about. Like, yeah, I know it's a market update, but there's a big change in it. Well, what was the big
Yep.
change? So with your comparative analysis, what's the main story? Do you know what I mean? Like what's the point?
Right.
Something different that happened. And I would do a style like this. So when you do send this out, there is some kind of sense of, yes, I know it's an analysis, but what's so important about it? Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Yes.
So I think this style is where you would start. You said, where do I start? I would start with this style.
Okay.
So to record something that looks like this browser-based screen recorder would be you'd pull up any website you want, just pull up a
Mhm.
site, and then get the Dubb Chrome extension. It's right up here at the top. So
Yeah.
you Google Dubb Chrome extension, and when you have it pinned logged in, it shows up right up here. Click it to open it, and then this is going to put you on the screen like this.
Yeah.
So then when you saw that I had the phone pulled up, right? So what you want to do is do you have an Android or an iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay, so when you get the Dubb app, Dubbapp, when you have it, here it is. And
Okay.
see this little square button? See that thing up there, right there?
Yep.
That's going to be where you're going to type. So when
Okay.
you click it, that's where I was typing the message.
Oh, the big change. Okay.
Yes, so what you want to do is go into ChatGPT, put in the comparative analysis, all the information that's relevant, why someone should hook on it, and say, give me like 10. I always think, maybe more just to go through. Give me 10 hooks that are 5 to 6 words each. The reason you want to say 5 to 6 words because you want it to fit on this right here,
Right.
less.
Yep.
And then it will give you that. And then if it doesn't give you an accurate, like for some reason, maybe it glitches out and it doesn't give you an accurate, detailed comparative analysis, just say, give me a hook of why someone should check out this analysis.
Okay.
Explain their buyers, sellers, that kind of thing. And then
Okay.
I have it right here. The key to this is the animated GIF. When you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. So whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds, that's what's going to show. So I
Okay.
would either point at the title, point at this, but start speaking as soon as the video starts. You don't have to do this and then start speaking. You could say, "Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I'm going to talk to you about this update right here." And that way you're starting to speak as soon as the video starts and it has to relate to this hook.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yes.
Okay. And this bubble here, you got some options here because depending on the site, like the size changes here at the bottom. See, I'm dragging it like this.
Mhm.
I wouldn't go too big because obviously you're covering everything. Why do a screen video if you're going to cover it? But you want it to be big enough where someone could read that hook like I had. So you want to
Absolutely.
have it maybe like this. For this site, you can change the shape right down here at the bottom. So for this one, I want to go square just because I kind of like to match the feel of every page I'm on. LinkedIn, I always keep it a circle because LinkedIn does circles. But see how you can kind of put yourself like right here next to it?
Absolutely.
So like
Yep.
here you're doing one of these. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, this is the important part about this update right here, or analysis. I want to get into this. That's where I would set it up here. If
Yep.
you want a tighter frame inside of here, just some options, you can put this in closer, and then you can move yourself around in here if you want to.
Got you.
So
Yep.
that's just if you want to. I mean, like I kind of like the more space, especially if you're going to hold something up. It's a little more clear, you know? Like you have the
Absolutely.
to do this and you can move your arms. So, um, and then you're going to have the annotation tools over here to the left where you can point things out. So you can already like either before it records, have the arrows already pointing towards something, or you can show it when you start. It's totally up to you just as far as a visual. See how I have the arrow right there? Like I
Yep.
can come in here
Absolutely.
and just, underline this. But the reason I probably don't want to underline stuff here is because I'm holding a hook. You know what I mean? That's what I want
Absolutely.
that focus to be on. But you do have this annotation tool to use when you point things out in these videos because you can do text on screen, you can put things in numerical order of importance. All that's important when you kind of walk someone through the analysis part. And
Yep.
these are going to stay sticky. So if you use them at any point of the page, they're not going to follow you. They'll stay where
Uh,
they're supposed to stay stuck.
got you.
Or you can just delete them right away at the bottom.
Right.
Up
Right.
to you.
Right.
Know what you want to do. You also have the use of a teleprompter. And kind of like I was just showing at the top with Lori, over here to the right, if you click teleprompter, here it is right
Yes.
here. Now it's only going to pull up. You can search for a script by name or grab something in here, but it'll only show up if you have a script saved inside of Dubb, which you would have to do first. Okay.
First. Got it.
Yep. So once it's here, choose your script. You can control the speed right here like this, up or down. Hit the play button, see if you like it. You can back
Yep.
the text off or you can zoom it in. The thing with this though, you can manipulate the sides like this. I would not go wider because then your eyeballs are going back and forth. So I think thinner the better. And then
Yep.
you can physically move this. I'm going to put it towards the camera. Just remember that because the Chrome extension is browser based, you don't want to go full screen on your browser or cover the teleprompter because when you hit record, you can't tap that thing to bring it forward. You have
Right.
to leave a little bit of space so when you hit record, you can tap it to bring it forward to be able to use it.
Got it.
The last option I would have it on is tab, this one. It's not going to show any of the open tabs at the top. The teleprompter will not show in the recording. If you go full screen though, this teleprompter will show in the recording. Anyone that goes full screen with a screen recorder, we recommend the desktop app. But for
Hmm.
these videos that you're doing right now, I would go tab because
Okay.
we're focused on those right there.
Got
Um,
it.
what it would look like in practice would be this. So I'd be ready to get my phone. I have it here, right? I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose, okay, where is it? Boom. Okay, there's my tab right there, right? I'm going to click share. I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, make sure I'm pointing the right way. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I want to talk to you about this rate change that happened. There's been a big adjustment in the market here, and I want to talk to you about it because it's super important. So let's dive in. So I did my thing there. The only difference in what you saw was I jumped to full screen. So I
Got it.
think jumping to full screen is cool to kind of get someone's attention on something. You don't have to do it right away if you don't want to, but if you're pointing something out, it just kind of breaks the visual, you know? Uh,
Yep.
to do that, you can hover with your mouse over the square here and either double click the screen and double click the screen to go back. Or when you hover over, see this little box right here? This one?
Yep.
Just click that, brings you here, and then click it right here at the bottom, right there, same
Got it.
back.
Got it.
You can also click on the control bar at the bottom where it says expand webcam. You can click that there, same, click it here to go back.
I like the full screen that brings, like puts you front and center, and then you go back and talk about the information. So that was a good hook. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kind of like it almost like You can see it there opens. You repeat the hook you say we're going to do, and then we're going to jump in. Um,
Yeah.
what you can do with the Chrome too is when you're scrolling through and you're making your annotations and you're using your tool and you're stopping and talking, you can pause the recording down at the bottom. So if you want to take a break, pause, and then say, okay, where do I want to get myself set up next? What am I doing? And then just click resume. So you can pause and resume the whole time.
Yeah. Is there a time limit on the video that you're recording?
Ina, if you're here with me, if you can hear me, Ina, is there a time limit on Chrome? I don't remember if there was. Do you know if there's a time limit on the Chrome extension?
I don't think so, but just to be sure, I think the maximum is 10 minutes. But yeah, we haven't tried actually recording longer than that because yeah, I don't think one um we recommend shorter videos because that gives a better click through and um plus people would actually be consuming the whole thing. Now, if yeah, I think you could try, but I think the limitation is just that there's a possibility that it the internet connection might be cut or
No.
there might some interference there along the way that of course the longer the video is the longer time that it will be uploaded. So
Yeah.
yeah, we recommend is 1 minute to 1 minute and 30 seconds or shorter if possible.
Yeah.
But when it comes to uploading a video, it's 1 gigabyte. I think that's about 1 hour long Zoom webinar or Zoom meeting
Yeah.
that you can upload. And yeah, I think best practice is what works.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks, Ina. And then, yeah, like the mobile app, you can't go beyond 10 minutes. So
Mhm.
maybe it's similar to that. Does that help?
It does, yeah. I mean, I'm doing the CMAs. I know it's going to take some time, maybe up to 5 minutes, I was thinking, because again, you're providing information. Obviously, we know that people's attention span these days are very, very
Yeah.
short. So I definitely want to keep it less than that, but just trying to figure out how do I create a concise video that will provide all the information that's necessary and then leave that call to action for them to, the sellers to follow up with me.
There's always, I think the biggest thing is it's like the old expression of like with screenwriting, it's always called kill the darlings.
Mhm.
And even though you love that stuff, some of the stuff you got to get rid of it.
Yeah,
Like it's just
yeah,
like going like this to say, okay, these are all important, but what's really, really important? So I think even though you might maybe have 10 things that you want to talk about, out of those, what are the really, really ones you're going to move these people to really
yeah,
do what you want them to do, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And
All right.
yeah, and look, and when you're done, hit the check mark. So in Dubb, when you click the check mark and you save any video that you record, whether it's a Chrome extension screen recorder like this, or webcam, or anything else that you save it, it's going to take it to the video edit page. It looks like this right here. And we're going to cover this in a little bit. But this is where it's going to take you before you send it.
Okay.
And we're going to cover that in a second. I'm going to cover a couple of the other styles to record, but then we'll come back to this page right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, does that help? That gives you like a. I'm going to show the other examples. There's other real estate stuff too we're going to talk about in terms of just the different visuals because there's stuff in here. But I think you mentioned that. And I think that's a good place to start.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's good.
And if you
Thank you.
want to, Kevin, who's here, he sent a video over to feedback because I wanted to see his hook, which was pretty awesome. But we've had other people do this too, so I'm putting this in the chat. It's called Feedback at Dubb, and it's if you ever want feedback on your videos, like you record something and you're like, I'm kind of curious about this, or what do you think? Feel free to send it over to us. We can always give our take on it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, and if you have any questions along the way, pop them in the chat. And then when this recording is done, when we're done today, they're always on YouTube on our support. So I just put the link in the chat, and that's our YouTube support channel. So, but like later, if you want to watch this back, just go on YouTube, pull it up, and then go right back to that spot when you have the Chrome extension pulled up. You're like, okay, how do I do this? And then you can kind of do it, you know?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's jump in a little bit further here. So we just saw the Chrome extension, which is a screen recorder, browser-based screen recorder. But now let's look at some other styles that have worked well. So we're going to look at the next one, which is not this one. This is the one we just looked at. But mobile app. Mobile app, you can do some cool stuff. You can have a virtual background behind you. Looks just like that. Notice I have the property address if it was in real estate. Hey, this is your lakefront property here. Maybe someone was just checking out, filled out a form or interested in something. You pull it right up, screenshot it on your phone, have it behind you. It could be someone's profile, not in real estate. It could be a company website, whatever industry that you're in. Anything visual that's going to give context to the reason why you're reaching out. You can also do something like this with the mobile, where you can write it above your head. So instead of "Hi, John," this could be where that hook is that we talked about with the hook. So it's either hello to the person or it's that hook in terms of why they should watch the video, and that can go right above your head. You also can do something like this. This is recorded from the webcam right inside the Dubb website. So webcam recorder, mobile, Dubb mobile app on the phone, like I was just showing before, whiteboard function where you can type something, and then this is your hook. Now, what's done here is notice up here at the top it says "Hi, John," and then it says down here your next steps. So what you can do with this is you could record one video for a whole bunch of people, right? Upload your list, right? Or whatever CRM you use, or if you do it in Dubb, and then have "Hey" first name. And then you tag certain people in your list, and then it'll change this name up here at the top in the email to like "Hi John," "Hi Sarah," "Hi Sue." It will change it up here, "Hey first name." It'll change it in here as well. And then you can have your hook right in here. So the hook would relate to everybody that's getting it. It's kind of like a one-to-many that you only need to record once because that hook that I'm holding in my hand, everybody would relate to. You also could do something very simple, just like this, just someone's name. Getting ready to meet someone. Maybe it's a referral saying, I can't wait to meet with you. This is done really well over the years too. You also can do something that looks like this. If you're in real estate, hey, somebody's interested in this property. Great. Let me screenshot it behind me and pull up, say, hey, about 1234 Jane Street. What's a fun fact about that? So, or something interesting. So, like you saw with the phone, you can do that with the webcam as well. But the biggest, most straightforward thing you can do if you're recording something for someone, sit at the webcam, get the Dubb mobile app, hold it right in front of the camera and say, that's your hook. What's your question, statement, or thing that that one person or many people can relate to? That's one of the biggest things you want to focus on. Now, when they do click on this, though, you want to make sure their experience is good on this end. So they saw your video, they saw the animated GIF, okay, they liked it, they clicked on it, and now they're here on the landing page. And we call these landing pages in Dubb terms presets. So it would have your logo here, that initial video that you recorded. And remember, these initial videos are all about that person or group you're reaching out to. So the hook, deliver the value, and then have them take an action at the end, directing them to do something next. I would not make these initial videos too long because the reason is because you have playlist videos that you could record after this. Like this one here says 2-minute explainer for Dubb. That's really good because we can focus on the person or group, and then I can record a video one time, which is basically my pitch video, and it will always play after this. And that's really powerful for someone to see because, okay, why should I work with them? You just give your best pitch ever and make it 2 minutes or less, and they record it once, and it always plays. If you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot for it to play right after this. And below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Would you like them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a doc, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want to link to an external form? What would you like them to do? I wouldn't have too many different buttons, because you want to you want them to get paralysis by analysis. But you could have a nice case study down here. Those are always cool for people to see. If you don't have video testimonials up here, like the one here, an easy way, well, not easy, but a more convenient way to get video testimonials from people that Dubb users have done is they've used this button right here, reply with video, when they're sending a video with a nice heartfelt ask to say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, I would love to get a video testimonial from you. It is not complicated. All you need to do is click reply with video below and send me a video right back. And we'd love to hear from you because we'd love to have people hear your story and then, want to go with us. So, and then they send the video back to you and then you just make it part of the playlist. So this is a really strong circle that you can have prospects in is right in here. The last part of the page is optional. You don't have to have this AI assistant on the page, but if you decide to do this, it's called SIA, our Sales Interactive Assistant. And the feedback has been good since we've had people use this on their page because when people click on a video and they land on the landing page, maybe they have questions. Maybe they not sure if they want to book a time with you or take that next step. So you can have up to 20 FAQs that you can create for the AI. So it will give an answer. And then you also can ask the AI a specific question if you want to. When the AI gives an answer back, it will give you the answer and then push for your desired outcome. So whether it's booking a time in the calendar, whether it's checking out a website, whether it's downloading a document, all the different scenarios we talked about, it will give the answer and then push for that outcome. The AI is trained with individual website links that you can feed to SIA inside of Dubb. It will learn what's in text on those pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and it will really train the AI. So as you can see here, it gave the answer. And then down at the bottom, it says, hey, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Right there. And so this is a really complete experience that someone can get when they land on these preset landing pages. The thing you want to think about and remember with your preset landing pages is you want to have them for different segments of your audience. The easiest split in real estate is buyers and sellers. So if I work with buyers and sellers, I want a buyer page, I want a seller page. If I'm in recruitment, I work with candidates and employers, I want a page for both. If I'm in coaching and consulting, I want pages for different industries. So it fits to whatever kind of bucket you're dropping stuff into, which I think is probably one of the most important things. Um, so in terms of another style, how did we record this one here? How would we record this? Or how would we record something that maybe looks like this? Or how would we even record something that looks like this, which is a combination of both those things that you just saw? I combined holding the whiteboard with the virtual background. So right here, Sarah would see her profile, and I have a question for her. And that's where the hook would go. So if we're going to do something like that, this is what it would look like. You would come inside Dubb, you click the red camera icon at the top. That's going to open up your webcam just like this. And when it opens up, if you want to do the virtual background, go below, select virtual, go to your photos, and then all you do is just upload some photos in here, some screenshots that you have of all the stuff we talked about, things that bring context and meaning. And then it creates a little library here. Choose the one that you want, click select, and now you have that behind you. Now, I would have a good front light with either a ring light or natural light. Keep your arms within your shoulders so you don't want to go out and lose both of them. You want to keep the action right in here. And if you wanted to use the phone like we looked at before, again, just get the Dubb mobile app, go to the whiteboard feature, type your hook, and I would just take it right here, just like this, if I wanted to do both, right? Because maybe it's a message about this neighborhood or whatever the screenshot is behind me. Now, if you want to get rid of the virtual background, uncheck it, and now you're just in the physical space, and you can do your hook here. Now, if you want to use a script, you'd have a script saved in Dubb, so it's already saved in there. You'd click up here to the top and just grab your teleprompter. Here it is. Here's going to be the speed right there. Oops, right there. Hit the play button, see if you like that speed. Back the text off or zoom it in. And then when you hit record, it's going to put a little countdown together and you have your hook here. And all you do is open with your hook, start reading your script, you're doing your thing, and then get right into it, keep going. If you want to pause the script, just hit the little pause button down at the bottom. That's going to stop the recording. Click it again, and you can keep going. If you want to delete the video, it's the red X. And if you want to keep going, then you would say, keep going. When you want to save this video, let me hit record again because I canceled it. Okay, here we go. Right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Starting my video. If I want to save it, check mark. So click that right there. And when you click that there, again, it's going to take us to the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. Now, when a video does get saved in here, there are options for your video. So let's pull up let's pull up this one right here. When we have it here, you're going to notice at the top, I can change the internal title of this video. Just change it, hit the check mark, and then it's internally titled. You can download the MP4 version of any Dubb video. So anything you record or you upload into Dubb, you can download an MP4 version of it. You also can click the little drop-down menu here, and you can choose other pre-created backgrounds. So if you already set up your backgrounds, like if I was in recruitment and I had a background that I'm already using, like a landing page for their employees, but I wanted to switch this video to the candidates, I could just switch the background and would change everything out to a different preset if I wanted to do that. That would only work in a scenario where you record a video where both the candidates and the employers would benefit from that same video. Now, if I want to see what this thing looks like on a landing page, all I have to do is go over here to the right, click this little square button right here, opens up in a different tab, and this is what my preset landing page looks like. And do I like it? Do I like the videos? Do I like the buttons? Everything look good? Great. If not, I can make some changes. You also can upload this video directly to YouTube. You can come down here for analytics. We have a digital coach here, AI coach called Kyra. And when you click generate, it's going to give you feedback on the video you've recorded. It'll give you delivery analysis like you see right here with the words, and it'll also give you feedback on visuals and the content as well. Over here to the right, it says no activity under activity. The reason it says that is because we didn't send this video anywhere. But if we did, you do have the ability to drill down on things that you want to know more about. So maybe I want to know more about emails, CTA clicks. Does someone watch the video? If they did, what's the watch rate? All of this stuff you have the ability to get more information on. Now, as you can see right here to the left, content feedback on your video, visual feedback on your video, and then delivery analysis down here, and the speed. Now, over here under editing, you can edit these videos. So any video you save into Dubb or you upload, you can edit. You can hit the play button. Hey, this is Rob. You can drag your timeline. Let's pretend I want to cut something out of this video. I'm going to drag it here to the first cut point, scissors, drag it to the second cut point, scissors, and then just click on the one you want to get rid of, hit the trash can, and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and you are right back to the beginning. Now, if you want to choose, let's say, a different part of the video for your animated GIF, right? Because when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. So I can drag this or play this to a different part of the video where I like that visual better. I'm going to leave it there, click generate thumbnail, and it'll create the animated GIF. Or I could upload my own thumbnail if I want to do that. Totally up to you. Now, if I wanted to share this video that I've recorded and I have on a nice landing page, just go to Google or Outlook, whatever you have, open an email. Make sure you have the word video in the subject line, first thing that they read. Have your hook right here. When we talk about a hook, why should they open this email? A little bit of text in terms of why they should watch it. And then if you're going to drop the video in, you can do it in two ways. One is going to be with a little shortcut we have down here at the bottom. This little Dubb button exists because of the Chrome extension we have right up here at the top that we looked at earlier. In Gmail, it's here. In Outlook 365, it's off to the right. When it is here, you're going to click this, and then I'm going to come over here, see me scrolling through my video library, right? Down over here to the bottom right. But hey, what video do I want to send? Which one is it? Which one should I send? You know what? I'm going to send this one. And then click Advanced Options. Put the email of the person you're sending it to, and then you can add a little personalization text if you want to. Click Insert Video, and then it will pop it right in. You can also send it from inside of Dubb. So any video that you select, just click the Share and Send button, big blue button to the right. Again, put the email in for that tracking. Add a little personalization text, copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, just like that. And you're able to send it out. Now, if you are doing LinkedIn stuff, like we mentioned earlier at the top, if you're reaching out on LinkedIn, definitely use the Chrome extension like we talked about before, right? You open up, you're on the screen. Just make sure that when you do this, you have the right shape, right? Make it fit the page like this, and make sure you have your hook that you're holding up here inside that bubble so people can relate to that. And that's the setup that looks like this. Now, if I wanted to share a video with Ruben that I recorded for him, how would I do that? Well, I'd want to be a first connection first, so I want to be connected. I wouldn't send a video with a connection request. Once they connect, click message. And then once that is selected, you're going to notice right down here at the bottom, this little button right here. And just like you saw in Gmail, when I click this here, this is the shortcut. I'm going to close my camera. See me scrolling through my videos like I was doing to the bottom right. Let's just pretend it's this one here. Click Insert Video, pops it right in. You can even highlight the text and change it if you want to in terms of what you want to send. And then just click Send, and you're good. Now, and that's what they're going to see in their inbox, something that looks like that, which is really, really attractive in terms of just text-based stuff. Now, one of the other ways to record that's a really nice way, if you haven't really done this yet, if you haven't played too much with the mobile app is pretty fun to use. You know, whether you want to do, portrait or you want to do landscape, up, down, vertical, sideways, there are great options for that. The cameras are obviously great on the mobile app, but just so you can see some functionality from it, there's some cool things that you can do. In fact, let me just show you this really quick before I show you how to do it. Check this out. Like this is an example right here. So in the email, I'll show you two examples of this. So I already showed you this. I already showed you the virtual background. I already showed you can do text on top. But the mobile app also does something cool that looks like this, which is picture in picture. Really good for real estate people for property walkthroughs. You can use both cameras and be on the page. But you can also use this to reach out on LinkedIn too in a kind of a cool way. So even though this is what we recommend style-wise, right? You also could take your phone and you could reach out like this, which is a little bit different. But again, it's about being different and it's about being, standing out. You can do something that looks like, let me find it here, right here. See how I'm using my phone and I have the picture in picture option. I'm leaning into the laptop. Similar kind of style. I'm showing the profile and I'm on the page as well. So these are really unique things that you can do visually to make it seem like, oh wow, that's it's not just text-based. This is pretty awesome. So to use the mobile, here's how you do something like this. Mobile app here. To record, hit the blue camera icon at the bottom, and that's going to open up your camera. This is usually defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine over to 10. I also have a countdown timer on over here to the right, and it's on 3 seconds, which I usually have it on. You can have it for 10, but it's a little long. To record, tap the circle. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I'm recording. You'll see both times at the top and the bottom, up here and down here. Tap it again. I can hit the pause button, by the way, if I want to. If I hit the pause button, that'll pause everything. And if I want to click stop, just hitting the button again, and it stops the video. And now I've just recorded a clip. See this right here? So the mobile app's a clip recorder. So you record these little clips, which is pretty neat for storytelling, because each clip could be about something different, and then you're going to merge these together at the end to make one video. So here's my second clip. Now these clips have been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have them in my photo video area. If I want to change the order, I just take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide. Then I can tap on a clip individually and I can click play, trim, edit. If I click the edit button, you're going to merge. This gives me the ability to do some things that we saw before. So up here at the top, I can click the music icon and select music from a huge library that we have. I also can choose, if I want to click the text icon. You're going to merge and that's together. Where I typed before. So if you type in here, that's where I was typing the hook, and then you can put it above your head. That's how you would do that. You also can do voiceover, you can speed up the action, all from within each individual clip. Now, the icons over here to the right are important. So to know what they do, just click the tooltip at the top, the little eye icon, and that's going to remind you what everything does over here. I'm going to close that there. So this one right here is our video stabilization. If you're doing a walk and talk and it's too herky-jerky, just select that there, and then you can hit low, medium, or high, and it will smooth things out. If you want to use a teleprompter, this one right here. So when you select this, you're going to click in here at the top, say, okay, what script do I want to use? Okay, there we go. This is the speed like we saw before for the teleprompter. You can do it up or down. Hit the play button, see if you like it. You can click the pencil icon right here if you want to make any changes to the script, like an edit, something didn't sound right, you want to change it. If your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be towards the camera as the words are flowing up and they're floating down here, take the guardrails and slide this up like that. That way you don't have to worry about not looking at anything because there's nothing down there to look at. You also can turn it to landscape and the script will adjust over to the side. Now, if you don't want to use scroll speed, what if you want to use voice recognition? You can go right to the gear icon here, and then you can go to auto track. So when I select this and I read the script, it's going to go at my pace like this. Think the company gatekeeper is tough? Try getting past their AI spam filter. Modern gatekeepers are algorithms and inbox rules. Want in? Stop blasting generic templates. So as you can see, you can kind of slow and speed up and it'll kind of follow you. And so just click the gear icon again, choose the one you want, and then just hit close when you're ready to close it. Now let's just say you recorded a video outside of the mobile app. You have it on your phone, but you want to make it part of this story. Select the folder icon here, choose the video on your phone in your photo video area, click add clips, and it will drop it right in. If you want to record your screen, it's this right here. If you want to use filters, this one. So this will do black and white, skin smoothing, all those different variations you can choose from. Picture in picture, like we saw at the top, it's this one right here. So if you select this one here, this is where it's going to use both cameras. So when I hit record, I can show what's in front of me. I can move myself around, zoom myself in, back up, zoom here, all those kinds of different options you have. Now, the last one down here at the bottom is your virtual background, like we saw. So when you select this here, choose the photo from your video library. Whether it's a property, article, all that stuff we talked about, you can have that right behind you. Now, at the end, when you're ready to combine all of these into one clip, one video, all these clips into one video, hit the blue button at the top right, the arrow, it's going to merge everything together. Once it's merged, then it's going to be automatically downloaded to your phone, so you will have it in your photo video area. And then you can also upload the video right here where you see the blue upload button. So these are really just creative ways that you can really record, whether it's from your screen, whether it's from the webcam, mobile, and then it's really just going to stop people and say, okay, those visuals are interesting, and I have some context, which is the most important thing to do. Okay, and then also we have this here, and I'm going to show you this, and this is very similar to the actual mobile app that you just saw. So if you do not have the Dubb desktop app yet, that's another screen recorder. Just Google Dubb desktop app, and when you have it, it will you can download it from Mac or PC. And when you do actually have it, it's going to give you some options here. So let's look at what we can do with the Dubb desktop app, which is pretty amazing piece of tech. It's similar to the Chrome extension that it's a screen recorder, but it's very different in the fact that it does a heck of a lot more. So let me show you what this would look like. So once you open this up here, I'm going to open up my webcam. Similar to the Chrome, does all the stuff that we saw before. Things are just in different spots. So I'm going to put myself to a circle. I'm going to reduce my size. And let's just say I'm over here on LinkedIn. Now, the backgrounds here could be anything you want. Like it could be a website, it could be a document, it could be a video, Canvas slide, screen, whatever. That's the big difference between desktop and Chrome. Chrome is in the browser. Desktop app can go on top of anything that you want. So once you have it here, you have some options. You have an annotation tool with the desktop app that you can use. Now, the annotations with the desktop app, these are not going to stay sticky like the Chrome. So when you use these things, you've got to use them, show them, and then delete them. If not, they will follow you down the screen. So just a reminder with that. Now, you also have a teleprompter here. So this teleprompter is a little bit different than the one you saw with the Chrome. This one you can move around like the Chrome. You can find a script like we can with the Chrome. But this is the big difference right here. This is auto track. So right here is voice recognition, like we just saw with the mobile app. So if you want to use voice recognition, you can click record and it will go at your pace as you read it. If you do want to use the scroll speed and you don't want to do that, just click the button itself. It'll turn it off. And then you can guide this thing up or down to the speed that you want. Hit the play button, see if you like it, back to text off, zoom in, all the same stuff that you looked at before. Now, in terms of what you're recording, this is a big difference with the desktop app. So there is a little box down here, a little square, and it's got a red slash through it. What that does is that red slash means if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my whole computer screen, everything. But if I get rid of that red slash by clicking on it, now you'll notice I have a drop down in terms of the border of what I can record. Right now it's on portrait. So wherever I put this thing, whatever's inside the rectangle here is going to show. So if I want to do a social post, I could have it on top of a document, a website, a video, anything you want. Just make sure that the orientation is on top of the thing that you want to use and put yourself inside there. And now you're making a social post in the vertical format right from your desktop. You also can use landscape. So if you want the proper YouTube orientation, it's this. You also can go custom, which is right here. Custom, which means I can drag this around and crop around anything I want. So if I want to get really specific with Ruben, I could come in here and go like this and just bring this thing in even tighter and then have myself right here, make myself a little bit bigger, right? And then do the whole hook to hold the phone up like I did before. Now, when I hit record, here's another big difference. 3, 2, 1, ready, and now I'm recording. Here we go. Now I can pause and resume this like the Chrome, but when you hit the check mark up here at the top, it doesn't save it into Dubb. What happens is when you click the check mark, you just recorded a clip, just like we just did with the mobile app. So like the mobile app, the desktop app is a clip recorder. So you record a bunch of clips, you merge it together, and then it goes into one video. Now, the cool thing about the desktop app is you can drag and drop videos from your computer, a lot like you could with your phone. Remember, you just go to your phone, whatever video you have there, you can make it a clip. You can do the same thing here. So whatever MP4 you got, you can make it part of the story. Now, to continue recording my clips here, this is what I record right here at the top. This is a screen recording clip. What if I want to do the same thing again? Down at the bottom, there are some choices for continue recording. This choice right here is record screen video. If I select that button, that's going to bring me right back to where I was. I hit record again, And now I'm just recording a second clip in the same style of the first one that I recorded. I'm gonna hit the check mark. There's my second clip. And like the mobile app, I can move these things in any order that I want to. Now I'm going to click the webcam button down at the bottom. I want to do a webcam clip. So I'm going to select that because maybe I'm talking about something very specific that I really want to hammer home the point on. And here I am delivering that message right here. Or maybe it's thanks for watching the video. Check mark. There it is right there. And the last option you have down here is Dubb Narrator. This is where you can play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything. The use case would be if on LinkedIn you had a bunch of leads that the message will work for all those different leads, record one video and then put it in the bubble and pull up the different profiles. Or wherever you wanted to create one message for a bunch of people, and you didn't want to do it at the same time. Like if I'm want to be on like a market update and I don't feel like doing two things at once, I could record the market update beforehand to the webcam and then just take that market update, put it inside the bubble, me, the person talking about it, pull up the market update website, and then just move myself around as the recorded version of me is doing the talking. So when I select Dubb Narrator, it's going to take me to my video library. And let's just pretend that this is the video right here that I recorded before. I put it in any shape that I want. I make it any size that I want, put it on top of anything, and then I hit record. And then the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the talking. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Start my video, and you can pause and resume, all that good stuff. And then at the end here, when you're ready to merge all these clips together, like we did with the mobile app, click the edit button all the way to the bottom right. That's going to merge everything together into that one video. You even have an editor right here inside the desktop app, similar to the one that you saw inside of Dubb. So I can do some edits here before I even save it into the platform. Then I can download the MP4 and then I can upload it into Dubb. So these are the interesting ways you can record, save them, share them. We have an AI writer inside the website. ChatGPT is great, but we have our own AI writer inside the website there, inside the dashboard. We have AI avatars if you need them. So there's a lot of stuff to support. We have full CRM capability. If you have CRMs that you love, just add videos to those. We just want to make it as convenient as possible for you to keep doing what you're doing. Nathaniel, I saw this. Is the Dubb Narrator another version? I missed that. So, Nathaniel, let me come back over to you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. What was your question?
Yeah, you mentioned about the Dubb narrator.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because I'm thinking I need to do like some market updates, right?
Yeah.
And I probably could do like a monthly market update to everybody. But I missed, how do you use that Dubb narrator to get that or to do that?
Yeah. So what you would do is this is kind of the full kind of walkthrough on this. So let me just show you this here. Let me share my screen. All right. So let's pretend you want to do that market update like you talked about. So first, unless you know it by heart, you can just talk right to the camera. Let's just pretend you want to do it as a script. Okay. So over here to the left, see assets, see where it says scripts right here.
Mhm.
Just go in here, click the little blue plus button. You can either copy and paste the script here from chat or a writer or write and just call it, market update, right? You
Yep.
create the script basically. Once you create the script, then go to this red camera icon here at the top, and that's going to open up your webcam.
Okay.
Then you're going to go up here, find your script. Let's just pretend it's this one. I'm going to hit record, right? I'm going to hold up my hook, right? I don't have it pulled up right now. Remember the hook we talked about?
Of course, yes.
So I'm starting to read it, right? I'm going in, I'm just reading to the camera, reading my teleprompter and delivering everything I want to talk about with the market, all that stuff that I'm delivering. I do this video, I click the save button right here at the bottom. That's going to save it into Dubb. So now I just basically created the video I need. I'm talking about the market. So now it's inside of my video library. Once it's in your video library, then all you do is, let's just pretend this is it right here. You pull up your site. Then you're going to go to the Dubb desktop app right up here, and you're going to click record narrator video. See that option right there?
Yep.
Click that there. Choose your video. Oh, there it is. Even though this isn't the most perfect visual, but select that one there, right? And then you can adjust the size, all the stuff we talked about with Chrome. You can change
Yeah.
the shape, size, all that good stuff, right? And then what you want to do is select the drop down. See what it says custom right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's the border. So just line this thing up however much of the screen you want to get. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what you can do is just frame it, however you want to frame it. So let's just pretend this is this here. You're going to hit record, put yourself in the spot that you want, right? All that good stuff. And then it'll start going. It's not playing yet just because I just recorded it, but it'll start playing. And then you can just move yourself around, use the annotation tool, hit the pause button. It's pretty much just removing you from having to do anything live. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then just hit the check mark. And
Okay. Got it.
and then you can
Okay.
upload it right into the platform. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Just got to play
Yeah.
around with it to kind
Yeah.
of get familiar.
So it depends on how efficient, you want to be on some stuff. That's really why Dubb Narrator is pretty awesome.
Got
And
it.
you don't have to do two things at once if you don't want to. So
Yeah.
cool. Anything else on your mind, Nathaniel, from what you saw?
No, that's good information to kind of get started. So I'm going to work on that.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
focus on that thing. That was one of the first things you mentioned. So I would focus on that. And then if you'd like to, send it right over to feedback at Dubb, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Cool. Everybody, we're almost to the top of the hour. Lori, thanks for the kind words. We'll see you soon. Anybody have any questions before we go on anyone's mind before we head out for this Monday afternoon? Anybody? Okay, cool. Ina, thank you so much for your help as always. And everyone, thanks so much for coming in. And we will see you again tomorrow if you decide to come back. See you soon. Bye.